And in this tutorial, just this is the final version of the Imperator logo. And just one thing just I want to clearly explain before proceeding into this tutorial. Basically, this is the breakdown just I want to explain in this one. And here, coming to here, just here this dragon is just I created in the Illustrator, just but the way this is not an Illustrator class, just after I draw this dragon's head and everything. And coming to this sword and these designs and this backside designs, this sword is just it's a PNG image, and these backside swords are also image. And coming to this design, just I used to design this one with the help of the shape layers. So alright, and let's get started. And before that, just we can look this one in the final look. Okay, alright, and now what I want to do is just let's go to this bottom. And basically this is the background, and see this background. So basically this is the texture, and so with the help of this texture, just and one more thing here, and just I used to multiply this texture under this white solid. So basically if you made this one into normal, and even though it looks the same, just we don't want to change any multiply mode, layer mode, anything else. Just you keep it as usual like in the normal. Okay, alright, and let's go back to this main composition. And coming to here, this one is the knife, and let's go into this one. And basically just this is the image, so main image. So here just I remove this one. So basically, and before that, just turn on this tint, and here just with the help of this color range, and just I used to remove this background. So color range is very simple. Basically, just if you pick this one, automatically it will remove the background color. Like just if you're familiar with in Photoshop, like magic background eraser tool in Photoshop, in the similar way it will works, but it won't work in very complicated screens like green screen or blue screen. Just you don't want to use like that, because only for removing the white color this will works perfect. And alright, and coming to here the matte shortcut, just if you want to change any the background of this edges for this knife, small knife, just you can use this matte shortcut. And coming to the tint, just basically why I used color, because means just you can see this clearly, this composition, and here this color is in the dark red mode. Just I made this logo animation in dark red mode. For that reason, just I use this color. Okay, alright, and hope you understand up to this now. I'm coming to here, and just everything just I made this pre-made it this one. And before that, just one thing here, just I made this one into 4 duplicates, and just I used to give some animation here like Z rotation and scale rotation. Cool. Alright, and it looks fine. And just I duplicated this one with 4 more number of times. And just coming to here, and I used to give with different time offsets. Okay, cool, and it's looking fine. And now just I duplicated this one. Basically this is one side, and if you duplicate this one and just transform this one into flip horizontal, automatically it will duplicate to other side. Okay, alright guys, and it looks fine. And in the same way, just if you solo it, just you can see, and small like this one, this is also the same. And yeah, this also looks fine. And okay, and one more thing, just here I used to take one camera, just solo this background, this small knives as well. And this camera, just I need to link this to the null object. And one more thing here, and this just I need to animate here the Z rotation and the position here. Just I don't want to use any other things over here. Just I need to give the same Z rotation and position. That's it, because you can see it clearly. And one more thing, just while you're working, just keep it in quarter mode based on your system configuration. Just mostly just I don't have that much high configuration PC, so for that reason just I'm keeping this one while working. Just I used to keep in quarter mode. Alright, and this is the camera animation. It's very simple. Just I mentioned, just you need to give some dolly position animation, which will come from Z rotation only. Just here we can see only the Z position values are changing, and coming to here, just I used to give some slight Z rotation. Okay, alright, and now once see, we can see this one, and so here we can see this is basically the big sword, and this one also same, and coming to here, this one also the same. Just once I used to correct this one, so once follow it, and here also this is also the same, and just we used to have the image, just I downloaded from the image, and just I used to reduce the background, sorry, remove the background with the help of just it's optional, just you can make them matchable or not, it's up to your wish. Alright, and here also same, just this just I used to place in the Z rotation, sorry, just I used to animate with the scale. Basically the scale value is 0, and when it hits to some frames, just it's have the 100. Okay, alright, and just I used to duplicate this one, and just I used to place it with the different rotation values here, and okay, alright, and just now let's go back to this comp3 here. Just I used to place this one, and one more thing, this one is also same, it should be placed in the other side, and this big sword 3, it should place it on top, and just totally this frame is covered with this big sword, and that's the reason it's looking some like powerful impact we are getting. Alright, and it looks very simple. Okay, and now we have to see this texture. So basically this texture is just I used to give this texture for some add mode. Other than that, we don't have any animation or anything else for this texture. Okay, and yeah, and coming to here, and this is the shape layer. Just here, just I used to use the track mat over here, and once select this, see here, basically this is the shape, just I draw with the help of this pen tool, and what I have to do is just I want this grunge image should be inserted into this shape layer. So for that reason, just I used to make this one into the alphabet, and duplicated this one for other side also as well. So and it have some animation. Okay, alright, and here coming to here, this is the shape layer, and this is the shape layer is same, but here in this shape layer, just we disable the fill, and we used to have the stroke over here. See here, we disable the fill, we don't need disable, and here we having the stroke with the value of 21, and just with the help of the trim paths, just I used to give some animation for this one. See, it's like behaving like a border. And repeat the same process for the other side as well. And one more thing here, we can see the texture is missing. So what's the reason means, just we have to increase this texture size a little bit. See here, the texture is cutting in this middle. We don't have, it's looking a little bit weird, and we have to increase this one. See, now it's having the full, the texture is having the full. Okay, cool. Alright, and now let's enable this one, and this is also the same. Just here, just I duplicated this one, and one more thing here, just go to the shape here, and here just under the stroke, we used to enable these dashes. So that's the reason, just have some, like we can see some bullets, and rest of the things same. Just it's also having the trim path animation over here like the previous one, see here. And here also just we used to have some trim paths animation. Okay, all right, and duplicated this one for the other side, and cool. And this one is actually just I used to duplicate this the same, and here just with the help of the Minimax, just I crunched this one. See, I crunched this one, the color I crunched, and I changed this color instead of this one. Just we can change the color over here, and here the color is the red I also taken. The background color is white. Alright, and the duplicate the rest other one for the duplicate other side. See, you can see the red one is on the top and the white one is on the background, just to give some medieval color field. Just I used this effect. Okay, alright, and select this one finally, and this is the final sword. Just this sword animation is very simple, and just it's like coming from in the y direction from upside to this one. Alright, and we can see here the, and one more thing, just enable everything in 3D, just because we are having this one in the camera animation. So for that reason, just we used to keep everything in 3D. Alright, and now let's go to this final one, the main one. This is dragon actually. So here we can see this dragon like coming like a snake. How the snake will come in the same way, just I animated this dragon also. So how I read means, just basically just we can look here. So once disable the track match, here we can see so first we can see with the hair. So here just I created this hair with the help of the shape layer. So this is not green screen hair or anything else, just I created this one in After Effects with the help of shape layers. So I used to draw this one, just I will show you just like this in the same way. Just I draw. Okay, there is nothing complicated in here, just you have to use the tool very perfectly. That's it. Alright, and one more thing here, just how I achieved this result means, see, once we can see here, and I will show you just. And yes, with the help of scale and with the help of Z rotation and opacity, just I animated. So basically it's having the scale value, and even though we can see, look here, just I unlinked this one basically, and it's having the scale animation only in the X direction. And just I used to give the slight amount of Z rotation and opacity as well. When it's initially its opacity value is 0, and when it reaches to some sort of the frames, the opacity value is 100. Okay, alright, and duplicate rest of the others. And just I duplicated nearly 7 copies, just because like hair, just like dragon hair, just we need to duplicate this one. Okay, and now let's go back to this here, and we can see here. And here also the same, just I need to duplicate for more number of times, 3 copies here. This composition is duplicated into 3 number of times, just to get very thick hair, to represent very thick hair. And let's go to this pre-comp 12, and so this one is the final hair, I think. And once consolidate, and here we can see, and so here one more thing, And here we can see some hair is having some realistic hair like effect. So we used to have something else here. Just see, I used to give some wave wrap effect, so which is very one of the best tool in After Effects to simulate some kind of hair and cloth type of effects. And I don't think it will give like a realistic 3D like effect, but you will achieve some kind of good results with this wave wrap. Okay, all right, and now you can see this dragon one finally. And here also just we used to use the same, copied the same value, I didn't change anything else. And coming to here, just this is the shape, and with the help of the trim paths, just I animated this one. And one more thing here, just in this case, just I used the taper for here. See here the taper value, because on the corners you can see we don't have very sleek amount. And coming to the middle, just we used to the middle, the body, we used to have the very high amount of the stroke. All right, and rest everything is same in the stroke. And one more thing, now coming to this dragon head, just basically this dragon head, just I imported this one from the Illustrator. Just I used to draw the shape in the Illustrator, and just I animated this one with the help of this. I enabled the 3D, and with the help of this pivot points, just to suppose, just I can show you the head here. The head here, just so you can see here the head here. This is the, I used to keep the pivot point over here, and I animated the scale value and the Z rotation value. See, we can see basically the scale value. And one more thing, just you don't want to unlink this one for animating this kind of animations. All right, and now we can see it, and it's looks fine. And rest everything, every part of the head is same. And coming to here, I will show you the tongue, and the tongue is not at all complicated. And this one just I used to animate with the trim path, and I used to get the same wave wrap, but here the values are different, because for the tongue the swinging animation is little bit, we should give the high amount other than the hair. Okay, all right, and this one is also the same. This is the second tongue, and I used to give the same duplicate of this one, copy paste of this wave wrap. Okay, all right, and let's jump into this dragon, and everything just looks fine. And one more thing, the final output, what I will do is just I need to insert this texture into this one. So basically this is this one, and just I want to insert this one into this one, make it this one. Okay, and one more thing, and if you see this one, just I made duplicate, and just I need to keep this one in the vivid light to get very feel to the scene. All right, and it looks fine. And one more thing, just don't forget to give the tint value. Just if you don't give the tint value, it looks very warmish type of color. Just we don't have that kind of feel. See here, and select the tint value, and here just we can make this gray color. Okay, all right, and it looks fine. And let's jump into this main composition. So here the dragon is ready, and if you have dots, just I will share my project file, just you can see it very clearly, just you can understand. And I duplicated this dragon for one more time, and now you can see and this dragon animation. All right, and we finished this one up to now. And coming to here, and this is the main title animation. So this title animation is a little bit complicated, just we can see it. And why, see here, just this title animation, just I split it into more number of parts. Why means just for I, just we used to split into one layer, and for M and P, E, R, A, T, O, R, that means for each letter we split it into separate layer to achieve this realistic 3D effect, because we are not using any 3D application, and we are not using any element 3D, and we are not using any other additional plugin to generate this kind of 3D effect. So that's the reason just I splitted this one each letter into separate layer, and I achieved this result. and it's like a manual process. Just it's so alright guys, and just we finish everything in this one. And one more thing, this text is just I used to keep some rustic type of effect for this text. And just and coming to here, so alright guys, and we finished this one up to now. And coming to here, the text, just I already explained you in the before, just with the help of, so you can check the project file before, just like, and just if I explain this text also, just it will take nearly 1 hour time for explaining the how I achieved this rustic test. Just you can check this project file, and if you don't have any, if you didn't understand this, then let me comment me in the comment section so that I can make another tutorial. Just I will make another tutorial regarding how I made this text. And in this class, for this tutorial, just you can refer this project file. Just you will understand, definitely you will understand just how I made this rustic test. Alright, and coming to this one, this adjustment layer. And one more thing, just I used to give some transition transform here. With the help of the transform, just I will get some jerky type of here. Just we can see the rotation, little bit of slight amount of rotation. Just I used to give. We used to get some jerky type of effect, and just I used to give some glow. And so without glow, it's looking very dull. The output is looking dull. And that's it guys, and just we finish this Imperator title logo. And just hope you understand everything, just because, and one more thing, just I didn't explain the only the text part. And definitely in the future, definitely I will make this separate tutorial, just how I achieved this result. As of now, just you can refer this project file. Just if you don't understand, just please comment me in the comment section, just I will explain you. And just you can check the project file, then definitely you can understand. Just if I explain this text, how I made this rustic text, means definitely it will take a 1 hour class. That's the reason the tutorial will be very long. So alright guys, and hope you understand and hope you enjoy this tutorial, and thank you for watching.